Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shani, the creator of the Be Smart Budget and your sister in budgeting. If you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button. We will really appreciate that. And to my returning subscribers, welcome back friends. So today guys, I want to talk about the 10 things that I have learned in order to become the best version of myself. In order to become the best version of yourself, you are going to have to be intentional and to work towards the things that you really want in your life and be more gracious to yourself. Okay, number one is you have to be kind to yourself. And I do not even mean going easy on yourself and letting things slide, but always extend grace to yourself. The other things you can do is to be a friend to yourself. You need to be a friend, and still under being kind to yourself, you need to be the friend to yourself. Speak up for yourself. Don't do things that you do not like. Always put yourself first as you would put your friends first. How you speak to your friends is how you need to speak to yourself. How you love on your friends is how you need to love on yourself and more. You know, just be a friend to yourself, and then be generous to yourself. I'm not even talking about just taking care of the necessities. You need to take care of the other things that makes you happy. Spoil, even if it's just with a little thing. You know, there's this challenge on Instagram that I saw that said, this year I am buying myself a gift every month, you know, so it's 12 gifts for the year, and you find that you only buy yourself gifts on your birthdays or on special occasions. Spoil. From now on, do not make money the problem. Invest in what makes you happy, okay? And then the other thing is you have to be considerate with yourself. Cut yourself some slack, okay? So the second thing that I have learned is to take care of yourself and always prioritize what matters to you. Okay, so I have broken down this into 4 categories, which is emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical, because that is what makes our being. Our being is made up out of those categories. Emotionally, don't be irresponsible with your happiness. You are the one that is entitled to making yourself happy. It is your duty to find happiness in the little things. It is your duty to be happy at all times. So make sure that you are staying happy. And then mentally, you have to be careful what your mental appetite is. What are you taking in every day? How does that affect you as an individual when you are taking these things in every single day? How do they affect you? What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you talking about in your friend groups? You know, those are your mental appetite. Those are the things that work in your mental in your mental health, the things that affect your mental health, or the thing that can build your mental health. So that is also the thing that you need to look out for, your mental appetite. And then your spirituality. What do you believe about God? That is the first important thing. You need to analyze what do you believe about God and have a right view of Him. You know, when you have a right view of God, it is easy to build your spirituality and to build a relationship with Him. And then the other thing you need to ask yourself, where are you with God? Like, what is the situation with your relationship with God? Do you acknowledge God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe that He is the only one that can save you? Do you believe that He's the only one that can work things all together for the good of you? You know, and you need to get to a place where you do not measure God with your external relationships. God will not always be like your neighbor. God is not going to be like your parents. Do not measure God up with what your parents do, with what your friends do. God is God, and He alone is God. You know, He is not a man that He should lie. He doesn't change His mind. He keeps His promises. That's who He is. He is that God. So you need to view Him in that purpose, that God, in that perspective, that God is God and nobody else can measure up to Him. Even your parents, the mistakes that your parents make does not make God any less. He still remains God, and them, they are humans. You get that? So yeah. And then your physicality is you looking good. There is something about looking good. Looking good is going to make you feel good. Looking good plays a huge role in your life physically. So you need to go to the gym if you have to. You need to take supplements if you have to. Help your body get healthy. Do things that your physical body loves. If your physical body loves walking, walk. If it loves running, run. Do what makes you free and what frees your physical body, okay? And then number 3, the things that I have learned, the third one is do not sweat the small stuff. Life will always happen. Life will always happen, and you are going to make errors. You are going to embarrass yourself. So always be grateful for the process. Always be grateful for the process, because life is life. And at the end of the day, you cannot control your external factors. You cannot control what life happens. You can control how you react and how you process everything when life has happened, but you cannot control life. So do not sweat the small stuff. And then the 4th thing is you are going to have to celebrate the small victories, honey. You are going to have to embrace failure, honey. And in order to grow, you are going to have to get out of your comfort zone. So that is what number 4 is. And I find that celebrating your victory or even embracing failure, it motivates you to work towards all your goals. It gives you the motivation that, you have to keep going. And in that sense, you are going to keep going. So celebrate your failures, get motivated, even if it's the little thing, even if it's as little, to me it might be little, to you might have worked towards it to reach it. So celebrate them, and then stop looking for shortcuts. In life, there is no shortcuts, guys, especially to self-improvement, especially to the greater things. We toil and we work hard for the things that matters to us, and the things that are very important do not come on a silver plate. I always say that if it's too good to be true, it is probably it is probably that, So you need to work hard in your life. Get the shortcut mentality out of your mind. Get the entitlement mentality out of your mind, and work for your things. I read a quote that said that if you do not change anything this year, you are still going to be at the same place that you were last year. In every area of your life, in the year doesn't switch over and you become a new person. You are going to have to work towards the things that you want. So you are going to have to change. You are going to have to be intentional. You are going to have to get into it and get working. Okay? And then number 6 is you're going to boss up goal. You are going to have to start the businesses that you want to start. Work towards the things that you want to achieve or want to become. And in everything, you have to become the best. As you are working, as you are bossing up, and you have that goal right in front of you. I know that we have all drawn vision boards. We are all in the vision board spirit. We are happy. And if you haven't watched the video about how to draw up a vision board that works, go watch it. I know that we have all done that. We have all gotten our vision board, but those vision boards are not going to work themselves. Vision boards are not magic wands. Vision boards do not just make things come to life. You are going to have to become those things that you want to see there. Work every day towards the goal. And then number 7 is if you cannot change anything, you have no business worrying about it. That is the biggest lesson that I have learned. The lesson that has freed me a lot is that I can't change it. It is what it is. I know that mentality usually gets us a little, cold or offish, but it is what it is. I cannot change it, so why am I worrying about it? Will worry add a single day to my life? No, it won't. So make sure that you're not worrying about things that you should not be worrying about, okay? And then number 8 is stop doing things that look good but don't feel good. I think this one is also the most important thing, because sometimes we find ourselves in a place of making others happy, that we are not happy in that whole process. So you need to do things that actually feel good to you, things that actually make you feel good, rather than, I know some things we have to do with our teeth closed because that's how hard they are, because they are necessary, but some things are not necessary, guys. Pick your battles, and once you've picked your battles, do what you have to do. Okay, all right. And then number 9 is you need to find things that makes you happy. Happiness is in the little thing. Happiness is me driving with loud music in my car on my way to work and singing along. Happiness is dancing in my car to music after work. Happiness is getting myself fresh flowers. Not always, but the time when the days are a bit gloomy, I get myself fresh flowers. That show makes me happy. Good food. And most of the time, it's not even restaurant food. It's just food that I really want to eat at that moment, and it's really good. It could be food that I cooked, you know. It could be anything, but it's just good food. So those are the things that makes me really, really happy. And the little things like the Steers milkshake that I get now and again, those are the things that really make me happy. And you need to find those things and do more of them, you know, like more of the good things, more of the things that makes you happy. That is going to grow you, you know, as an individual. That is going to improve your life. That is going to improve you. The happier you are, the more improvement you see around your life. And then the last one, number 10, get knowledge, get healing, and get whole. That is number 10. Self-explanatory. Get whole, get healing, get knowledge. You know, you need to crush the negative habits, the cycles, pursue healing, and be intentional. That word comes up again. With all of this, you're going to have to be very the key is intentionality, and you need to get to it. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that it's going to help you improve yourself in 2023. Be a better person, come out from the rut, even if stop feeling stagnant and stop feeling about yourself, but to start to see yourself in a different perspective. You are going to have to romanticize your life. You are going to have to romanticize yourself. You are going to have to romanticize that job, romanticize that business that is shambles, that business that looks like it's failing, it's on its last beat. You are going to have to start romanticizing it and remember why you started. Okay, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. And if you've watched the video till this far, please leave a heart for me in the comments. We are going to leave a black heart. Okay, all right, see you guys on the next video.